Hi everyone. Hi everyone. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Hey Miss Brown Eyes girl. Hey Miss Brown Eyes. How you doing? How you doing? Um how are you on today? Um Make sure you guys press the like button as you come in. Um guys, before I'm gonna play the intro to get give a few people a minute to get in. But I do want to make a disclaimer statement, guys. I'm gonna have a conversation with you guys because it's been bothering me on today. So I do want to make a disclosure statement. So look forward to that. Hey Trisha. So welcome in everyone. Let's play the intro because y'all know I love my intro. So make sure you guys, as we play the intro, let's press the like button. Thank you.
CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
All right, guys. So thank you guys so much for listening to the intro. I love the intro. Thank you to my cousin for doing that for me. Shout out to my cousin. Um, anyway, guys, I do want to give this disclaimer statement before I move forward. Um, I don't want you guys to always think that you know a lot of people come here because I talk about different topics and things like that. But I don't want you guys to always think that everything that I talk about is something negative or something not positive. I talk about positive things too. Um, and I don't want you guys to always think it's about dragging somebody or is it about something that's always somebody killing somebody, somebody abusing kids, somebody. I want to let you guys know, we talk about positive things too. So I do want to let y'all guys know, some of the things that I do talk about, it does be a little bit extreme. Last night, one of the people on the chat was kind of feeling some kind of way, and I hate that because it never was. It's never. I'm never doing these lives to try to make someone feel as though still feel sad or anything like that. Um, but sometimes it's just trying to get a message out. It's not about trying to make someone feel like it's like something always negative. It's not on here. We talk about positive things as well as things that are not so good. But that's the reality of our world. Everything in that happening in the news are not always peaches and roses. And um, I hate that, what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that I talk about always come off as negative, but this is what's going on in our world, guys. And some of it ain't easy to talk about, but it is the truth. And it makes us more self aware of what's going on in our world. I never want nobody to get offended. If you're offended, I'm sorry. I never do these lives to offend nobody. And that's right. And right. And no one loses their lives. And I was tonight, y'all. I was going like I'm gonna do a positive live on tonight. And it may be a little bit negative, but it is a little bit positive. And then tomorrow, guys, um, we're going to talk about the mother in Detroit that was brutalized, cut up, and basically it's sad. And I want to do this live because I want you guys to know it don't have to always be negative or go to bed. I am. Do you think I'm, girl? You think I'm that stupid? Go to bed. I am not stupid. You think I ain't gonna see your whole little tail walk in my room? But anyway, anyway. Oh, child, pray for me in these children. They just swear I'm some kind of boo boo the food child. Like I ain't gonna see her little tail walk across my like their room right here, and her room right there. She don't think I just see her little body walk across the room. Okay, child, please. Anyway, let's move on, guys. Let's get to the news. I hope everybody had a wonderful Monday, y'all. It's Monday. Y'all know Monday is the most tiring time of the week. Um, but once we get past Monday, the week goes by in a breeze. So, um, what we're gonna talk about tonight is this Tennessee couple um that was cleared of a wrongful murder and rape conviction, um, and it put them both behind bars for 27 years. And one of the people that was convicted, they actually did you trust your own law? Oh Lord, child. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? You got to do what you gotta do. I don't sometimes my hand do the job and sometimes the belt got to show up too, you know. But they scared of the belt. They don't like the belt. And they don't like the ugly side of mama either. That's one thing about it. They done seen like before we move forward, like that doesn't seem like me upset, severely upset one time. I don't never want my kids to ever see me that severely upset. So um I try not to ever get that upset with them. I try to have a conversation. I threaten a lot, but I don't whoop them a lot. Now I had to get Jayla yesterday because she was talking back, but other than that, we good. Anyway, um, so is this Joyce Watkins, who is now 20, no, not 27, 74 years old, and Charlie Dunn, he was the one that died behind bars, was wrongfully convicted of the 1987. Um, hey, Shalanthia, how you doing, boo? Thank you for coming in. Shout out to the ones that on Facebook. Um, no, they was actually innocent. They were actually innocent. Mama have burns. Oh man, honey. Well, I'm glad that you're doing better. I am so glad you are doing better. Um, I am so glad you are doing better, Shalanthia, because I know that that's the worst thing. Is I know you're glad it's not the C19 child, the C19. Um, I know you're glad it's not the C19. Yeah, I got to take care of something with my kids, so that's why you don't see me on the screen right now. Um, that's why you don't see me on the screen right now. But this couple, they are innocent, and then they were wrongfully convicted, and for 27 years they sat in a jail cell. Sat in a jail cell. It says here for almost 35 years, Joyce Watkins insisted she never harmed her 4-year-old. Come on, Jayla, because y'all, hold on just a minute. That's why I said, Jesus. All right, y'all, I'm back on the screen, chat. Be cheering. They don't know how to go to bed. But anyway, it says here, this lady, y'all, I'm gonna pull up on the screen if I can. Um, hold on. It says here that she was wrongfully convicted. Um, I'm sorry. of her and her boyfriend at the time was wrongfully convicted of rape and murder. It says here, she never harmed her 4-year-old great niece, who died, according to jurors who found Watkins and her boyfriend guilty as a victim of murder and aggravated rape. It says here that this month a judge agreed with Watkins, exonerating her and Charlie Dunn of the crime that caused both to be locked away in prison for 27 years. Um, it says here, she says, I'm happy about this mess, which has cost me half of my life for nothing. Um, she states that the charges were dismissed, and she said, but I'll get over it. I thank God for me being able to do this. So, Dunn, the boyfriend, was also never wavered. Yes, we'll get to that part. Um, about his innocence, but he died in prison. Watkins had taken an unresponsive girl, her little 4-year-old great niece, to a Nashville hospital on June the 27th, 1987, the morning after she and Dunn picked up the child at the home of another relative in Kentucky. It says here the girl died the next day. Emergency room doctors determined the girl suffered from severe vaginal injuries. Oh my God. So somebody penetrated this baby. Um, and head trauma. So she had head trauma. According to a 45-page report by the Conviction Review Unit of the Nashville District Attorney General's Office, a medical examiner later testified at trial that the injuries must have occurred during the 9 hours when the child was with Watkins and Dunn. It says here the two were convicted in 1988 and sentenced to life in prison. Think about your whole entire life in prison. For the murder, concurrent with a 60-year sentence for aggravated rape. Dunn died behind bars in 2015. Later that year, Watkins was granted parole and release, but she still bore the burden of being a convicted killer. It says here she was required to register with the state as a sex offender. It says here hoping to clear her name a year. Okay, so y'all, I do want to pull her picture up. That's the only way I'll be able to put a face to a name is pull. I guess they did not investigate. They just sometimes people just you know how they do. They just want to put some on somebody's child. Just put something on somebody. Um, but I'm going to show you a picture of her. Hold on. This is my first time ever doing this. Uh, hold on, y'all. Let me get her picture up. But think about just being in jail all the time, knowing that you haven't killed anybody, and you have been um for been sentenced to life without the possibility of parole, knowing that you haven't did anything wrong. and all due to circumstantial evidence. They didn't have full proof that she did anything. Only thing that they knew is the baby had been touched inappropriately and she had died of blunt force trauma. But just because a child has been penetrated, you have to investigate the 24 hours in advance. You have to investigate everyone. You just can't pin it on somebody now. You just can't pin it on someone. This is Miss Joyce, guys. Watkins. I'm gonna pull a picture of her boyfriend later. It says here, that she was hoping to clear her name back in 2020, about a year ago. She walked into the offices of the Tennessee Innocent Project, and it says here that the case against Watkins didn't make any sense. This is what Jason Ginchner of the Project Senior Counsel tells people. He says Joyce and Charlie were in their 40s. They had a full-time job. Um, it says here that they never been in any trouble before. Then you met Joyce and you're like, there's no way. Their families never thought they did this. The girl's mother, whose daughter had been living with a relative in Kentucky for 2 months before Watkins and Dunn picked her up, always believed that Joyce was innocent. The jury had their hands tied, says Ginchner, and they hear from a medical examiner who says that these injuries must have happened during this window of time when she was only with Joyce and Charlie. That's just dead wrong. And that's true. Just you know what I'm saying? You have to get all the evidence together to say that someone has done something to someone. You just can't just pin it on somebody. You have to actually have the evidence. Like, you know, say for instance, you have a child that comes to you and they just, do this. Are you guilty for their death? No, you're not. Um, so it says here that the Tennessee Innocent Project shared its initial findings with the prosecutor office, which had opened a conviction review unit around 2017. When it was created, the unit was one of the only about 25 nationwide opened by local district attorneys to consider claims of wrongful prosecution. It's so many people that have been wrongfully convicted of things like this, y'all, due to the fact of incompetent medical examiners. Um, Go to bed. Get it and go to bed. Um, Medical examiners are human too, and they can get it wrong. Just what they say ain't law. Hey Q, what they say is not law. And yes, they see what happened to a body, but they can't say who sustained the injuries. That's Hold on just a minute, y'all. Hey, Miss Brown Eyes. Just
I can't say anything. Don't say it.
okay, guys. So, um, here you go. Okay, so hey, the Miss Brown Eyes, how you day? How you doing today? So it says here that Oh my God. So it says here that that during the 2 months before the little 4-year-old girl had died, she had been subject of abuse allegations in the home where Watkins and Dunn had picked her up. But a child welfare worker who responded had accepted the relative's explanation of the alleged physical abuse as playground injury. Um, yes, they have been locked up for 27 years for something they absolutely did not do. Um, and I have found the hearing, and we're going to listen to some of that because this could be any of us, y'all. This could be any of us picking up our nieces and nephews and stuff like that. Okay. And um, it's sad that we have come. It's sad that for 27 years someone's life is wasted because of him not properly investigating stuff. It says here as well that that this girl was basically being abused prior to Miss Watkins and her boyfriend picking her up, and once again they dropped the ball. The Child Protective Services dropped the ball on the case because they just accept, instead of looking at the child, they just take the excuses instead of taking the threat seriously, getting the child checked out, and then someone's life was forever changed because you closed the case instead of investigating it thoroughly. um So it says here at both Dug Deeper, the unit and Tennessee Innocent Project documented flaws in the original prosecution, including alleged withholdings of evidence and destruction of evidence favorable to Watkins and Dunn. They also showed that medical advances unraveled the coroner's claim, but when the child's injuries had occurred. So the child injuries could have occurred prior to them getting them, but look what they'll do. Look what prosecution officers do. Look what prosecution officers do just to get a win. They will lock you up even though you are innocent, and they'll hide evidence, they destroy evidence just to get a conviction. Just to get a conviction. They will do this to you, me, and anybody else on this live just to get a conviction. And it's sad because this is somebody's life that was thrown down the drain for 27 years, and somebody else's life that died in prison and knew that he was innocent. How many of us black men and how many black women that we have, especially black men that has been accused of rape, accused like Emmett Till, sat there and beat him to death over a lie from Carolyn Bryant. A lie. She lied. Like this man said something to her and he did not. And guess what? They brutalized that man and beat him to nothing. Anyway, so it's it says here this is what the Innocence Project said. It says here this was bad science. It was faulty testimony by a later discredited medical examiner. See, people be thinking just like in the Sakia Beverly trial. Everybody think that the medical examiner what he say is law. It ain't law because he'll get it wrong. He can't if oh Lord, you know. But her conviction has been overturned. It says here she noted the judge, her name is Angelita Blackshear, who overturned the conviction on January the 6th after reviewing petition from both the unit and the Tennessee Innocent Project agreed. And she also noted in her ruling that the medical examiner, Dr. Gretel Harlan, eventually acknowledged mistakes in her methodology. So this is just methodology, guys. If you don't know it, it's just a theory. Her theory, what a medical examiner do is just gives a theory on possibly why someone has passed. That's as simple. That's what I'm getting. How that works. I'm gonna have to watch that. I've been slacking, y'all. I ain't been watching no Netflix, no nothing. Um, go to bed. You ain't finna play. Do what I asked you. Hold on, just a second. Child, oh Lord have mercy. Had to force these children to bed, child. Y'all, I know I ain't been showing the comments. I'm so sorry. So it says here, good, and they need to give. Yes, if she decides to, take it to court. So I'm gonna let you guys look at this video that was presented because it gives more into detail on what all happened. As well, we're going.
Nothing can bring back the time they lost, but
okay. So just allow me a moment. Let me get this up. Hold on.
Judge has now dismissed 2 convictions dating back to 19.
Hold on. So we're going to look at this video. Then we're going to look at the hearing. Lord, I don't want to be up here crying. I do not want to be up here crying, child. I cry enough on this live. I cry enough on this live. I really do. Okay, y'all. Here it is right here. Hold on just a second. Let me stop screen. All right, y'all.
Time they lost. Nothing can bring back the time they lost, but a judge has now dismissed 2 convictions dating back to 1988. That's when Joyce Watkins and her late boyfriend Charlie Dunn were convicted for the rape and death of her great niece. Levi Ismail was in the courtroom where a closer look at the evidence helped to finally prove the couple's innocence.
The entire hearing lasted no more than 20 minutes. But this,
Ms. Watkins, this charge against you is dismissed.
Is more than 30 years in the making for Joyce Watkins and Charlie Dunn. Watkins fought back tears with her attorneys from the Tennessee Innocence Project as she heard Judge Angelita Blackshear Dalton clear Watkins and Dunn of all charges.
It's been a long struggle, but I want to thank the DA's office. I want to thank Mr. Gagner here, the Innocent Project, and I want to thank all the people for their prayers.
It's a moment Jackie Dunn wished she could share with her father, who died in prison.
It's a bittersweet day. I wish my daddy was here to witness this day. He knew he was innocent. He knew that he did not commit those crimes.
Watkins and Dunn were convicted in 1988 after bringing her 4-year-old niece to the hospital. Doctors claimed the child had been raped and later died from her injuries. Now, just last month, Nashville's Conviction Review Unit called on new experts who claimed the evidence used against the couple was at best circumstantial, at worst deceptive.
Is there any medical evidence at all that tells you these injuries happened while this child was in the care of Joyce Watkins and Charlie Dunn?
No. Now Nashville District Attorney Glenn Funk says it's clear the wrong people were behind bars.
Fortunately, wrongful convictions are rare, but when they happen,
It ain't
they are
rare.
real tragic.
The couple spent 27 years in prison before Watkins was released in 2015. Dunn passed away in prison that same year. The Dunn and Watkins family have been close since the beginning, but even closer since last month. That's when, for the first time, they heard Watkins was offered a deal to testify against Dunn and avoid prison. She declined. When asked why, she said, because Charlie was innocent. We were innocent.
They always knew they were innocent. Their families always knew they were innocent. And now today, everybody knows they're innocent.
Reporting, Levi Ismail, News Channel 5.
Oh, I need me a sangria. Oh, cute. Do you have a lot of alcohol in it? I want me a, man, I like me a good old sangria with the fruit all in it, child. And ooh. They let you know that something wasn't right with this. If the child was coming from a previous home, listen, I'm just gonna be real. I would suspect the previous people because at the end of the day, if the child's coming from a place where there is known abuse, okay. You said if there is a known abuse, you wouldn't suspect the person that's picking up because they could be picking up a child that could be full of injuries, and this person sent them off because they know they have done something to the child, and this is what happened. So whoever it was got away with raping this baby and needs to be held accountable. Whoever the mama is, that's all I'm gonna say. I know God teaches us to forgive and move on. But you ain't gonna just set me up for this child's murder, knowing that you have done something to a child because you're sick-minded. You need to be locked up in cage. If you look at a child no more than a child, but no, or something as sickening as touching a child inappropriately, then you should be in jail. And all those years that Miss Watkins has done, they need to do them. They need to find, that's the only way to make this right, is to find the person that actually did it to this baby because she still died because of someone else's negligence or someone else's sickness. Exactly. That's what I don't get. What now it is some mothers that may abuse the children too much and take them to the hospital where they later die. But 9 times out of 10, if a mother knows that they have abused a child and they ended up dying, they usually try to cover that up. I'm just gonna be real. Hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? Um, um, yes, and that's real. This is what I don't get. Like, why? Why no one, you know what I'm saying? They just pointed it at her, but they never did investigate anybody else. Y'all automatically just threw them under the reins of being responsible for this baby's death. Y'all never investigate everybody. One thing about it, y'all, we better learn to investigate everything and everybody. Everything, everybody. Don't just go off of just jumping on a bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she did it, she did it, she did it. And you don't have all the evidence doesn't point towards the direction of the person that's being accused. It could be the person that had them beforehand that's getting away with doing something like this. Or their boyfriend who they have laying in the house with them. And that's just real. Um, let's just be honest. This how I feel. Um, I know that I did find some of the hearing guys. Let me see if I can find it. Um, I'm just glad that she was exonerated. I'm glad. No, this was back in the 80s. They probably didn't even, they just probably seen two Negroes. And I'm just gonna say it. They probably seen two Negroes, a baby. Y'all did it. Y'all going to jail. And we're gonna get y'all. Hold on, y'all, my edges. Look at that. That's gray. Okay. uh they probably seen two me. Look like back in the 80s. It does remind you of Takia. I know Takia's mother, she was talking about it today on her live, how this kind of is a resemblance. It is in so much different ways. And I'm like, dang, she talking about it, and I'm planning on doing a live about this. But you will be surprised what people, let me just be real. People will cover up, and knowing that they have done something to a child, and they'll send the child like, hey, you want to watch the child or whatever, and then guess what? And then the next thing you know, the child will die in your care, and these people looking at you like you the one that did it, and you actually ain't did nothing. You just got the child. That's why that's why you have to make sure, if you are an investigator, you investigate everybody and don't just take the people's word, because people are good at lying. You got to make sure that the person that you are putting in jail is the right person, because this right here with Miss Watkins and Mr. Dunn, this was a botched case. They didn't have no sound proof that they did anything to this baby or murdered that baby. Okay, just allow me a moment here, y'all. Yes, yes. Uh, yes, it was a previous, it was from a family member. And the family member had a previous abuse case. We just read that. Excuse me, y'all. Um, yeah, people lie a lot. Let me just be real. People lie a lot to cover their own a on asses, because they are negligent, because they pass the baby along because they know something's wrong, instead of and they don't want to take accountability. See, in our black community these days, and I do believe this, um, a lot of us in the black community, we don't know how to take accountability anymore. We don't know how to hold our race accountable for their bullshit. I'm just gonna be real. Like I hate to cuss and I hate to say this, but a lot of people don't want to be held accountable when they do dumb shit. And they're abusing their children, when they're negligent to their children, they just want to pass them along. You don't want to take accountability to your part that you play in any situation. Instead, what you do is you just pass it along and pass the buck on to somebody that's innocent. Yeah, but they ain't releasing that. I guess that person don't want to be in jail, but this woman spent 27 years of her life in jail. But I'm just saying it's the truth. Our race nowadays lack accountability. And I'm the type of person, if I did something that ain't right, I can own mine. But see, some of us, knowing that we ain't right, we won't own to nothing no more than a blunt in our mouth. some alcohol in our mouth. That's the only thing we own. Exactly. It is some monsters out here, child. That's why we have to be careful who we bring around our children. Like me myself, you now you ain't gonna play over me too many times either. I would say you can play over me, but you ain't gonna play over me too many times either. You know what I'm saying? Monk is at a whole new level of thinking. But you're not gonna play over my daughter. You're not gonna play over over my son. And if I'm dating someone, no, you have to have your own place. And don't speak if me, I kind of side eye you if you're only interested in my daughter or on my children. That's a side eye, because if you want to get to know me, know me. My children, when I'm ready for you to introduce me to you, see, some people they're cool with bringing people around their children. I'm not. Like just because I'm talking to you or we just something like that. Hell no. Um, Tried it and I was like, you know what? For what? You wasted my damn time. You ain't gonna waste my kids. My kids are babies. And I'm not comfortable with my daughter sitting on each and a man lap. Hell, she don't even sit on her daddy lap hardly. So I'd be damned if my daughter be sitting around on a man lap or some man in and out of my house. No. I respect my kids. This one thing I do is respect my children. You ain't no damn way you gonna come move your shit in here. Ain't no watching for fucking free. My kids go to daycare. And I make sure I work 7 to 3:30. Only person people that watch my kids is my mother or my sister or my brother. My brother, he don't really watch. So it be I trust my sister and I trust my mom. My mom always the one. Really, y'all, my mama is the one that watch my kids. Don't nobody else watch my kids but my mama. And or they going over their daddy house, and that's not often. So the only person that watch my children is my mom, and that's not often. I have my kids like majority of the year. My kids don't be sitting around here. Um, my kids don't be sitting around here, uh, jumping from this house to that house to this house. Hell no, I watch my own children. That's I guess I'm just that kind of mama. I'm super, super, super protective over my children. That's how you have to be. Because if you don't, then you'll take that chance of bringing your kids around a sick ass family member or a sick ass person that could actually touch your child inappropriately. And you know what I'm saying? No, you can't shelter your children from everything, but you can shelter your child from a sick ass person. Now that's just the way I feel. Okay. I know. No, like even at the school, they don't let the kids sit on Santa lap. Like, my kids actually, um, my kids actually, my kids actually like sit on the side of Santa. But other than that, no. My kids like I like my I'm just very particular about my kids. That you have to be protective over your children. You have to be. Right. Stand next to someone. Right. And that's how you have to be. You have to be protective over your children, especially your little girls. You never want your daughter to feel like, you choosing a man over them, you choosing your addiction over them, all that. I don't know how this conversation ended this, but it is what it is. Um, you want to be a good example for your children. You always want to exemplify your children. This she do, child. My little girl, them they still think Santa is real, cause child, it, but child, they probably know it's me, cause but Jayla be like, Mom, Jayla don't ask, like my kids don't ask to sit on Santa lap or nothing like that. They just think, oh, Santa done came, and then they'll get the gifts or whatever. But other than that, it's other than that, no. Um, it's just guys, we just got to be careful, guys. And I realized like this lady life was forever changed, man, because of this crap. I'm talking about, oh, my kids, they would Jayla be like, Mama, can we I'm like, girl, I ain't got no money to pay for no picture. Look, I'm gonna get there. Oh, okay. You said they still believe in something after winning the ball. No, um, my kids actually like what Christmas. Jayla put out some cookies. Child, I had to eat them cookies. Child, and then I think she put out some milk. Child, I poured that milk out. I was like, that hot ass milk. I'm not, I'm not drinking that hot ass milk. Then look, I had the cookies. I didn't really want the cookies, so I put the cookies under my pillow. I had wrapped them in paper towels, and I said, "Okay, I'll throw them away when they go to sleep." For some reason, this Christmas they didn't want to go to bed, so I went to sleep, and they finally went to sleep, child. I got them cookies, put them cookies in the trash. I was like, shoot, I done had a look, child. Playing Santa is a lot. Playing Santa is a lot. Child, I know these kids something else. I'm like, I'm down to myself. Exactly. I like, my kids be having me like, Mama, is Santa coming? Y'all got to go to bed. Mama, is Santa coming? Y'all got to go to bed. Uh, so they should have known Santa ain't real. Like I let them open one gift for Christmas Eve, and I don't know how we got on this conversation, but I said Santa be having us doing what exactly. Exactly. Um, the cookies in the bed will have you up all night thinking you get a bite. Exactly. I was like, man, let me go bite the cookie and put it back. Then look, y'all, I swear to God, Jabel was up in this living room. Child, look. I said, man, I had dozed off. I said, oh, I got to go get these cookies. I was like, God. I said, God, let me go get these cookies. I got up. He was up in here playing his little game, child. I said, okay. No, he was watching YouTube. So Jayla had the cookies. Jamel don't be bothered by no cookies. Child, Jamel just be wanting his Nerf gun. He wanted his Polar Express train and his Nerf gun. And that Polar Express train too expensive. Do not get it off Amazon. You just go to Walmart and buy the $20 one. I got that thing off of. Well, anyway, so I went in here, stuck, got the cookies, child. Look, see that Jayla was asleep. Jayla was asleep. I poured that milk out. I said, let me go take these cookies in here and try to make it. I'm gonna try to take a bite. Child with the dozed off the cookie. I said, let me go back to bed. I said, let me so child, she was so excited. Oh my God. Put some carrots and celery out for Santa, child. That wouldn't be eating either. That wouldn't be eating either. So that wouldn't be eating either. I'm like, but anyway, y'all. Um, if y'all just not entering in, I do want to say this because I did give a disclosure, and I want you guys feeling that. I want y'all to keep it real with me right now because we got like 10, like 8, like 7 more minutes. And I want you guys to keep it real with me because y'all normally are the ones that come in the chat. Do y'all sometimes think that a lot of these things that we talk about is always negative? Do y'all want to do more positive things, or do y'all want to just always stick to the news and the views, even if it's bad or not? Tell me what you guys think. Do y'all think that most of the content be negative? Just be honest with me. You can come on the live. You can click the link and tell me what you think. Um, because I never want, like I stated, I never want to offend anybody with me doing the content that I do. Some of it do be a bit of extreme. I'm gonna be honest. We talk about what's going on in the world. Miss Brown, I said she don't care. She needs to give them their family members' name. She really do. But it'll be hard because they wouldn't know. You know, my thoughts. I don't. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Chris. I just, what I'm saying, like yesterday, I had really, one of my members, they kind of got upset. They was like, it was just too much. And I don't want you guys to feel like what I talk about is too much for you guys to take in. And I never want to offend anybody or say, well, oh, well, this is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to do more positive content, I'll try to find more positive content. Y'all don't understand. Like sometimes, like I worked real hard this weekend, well, yesterday, to find the stuff that we need to talk about that is popular, that is trending, and to put us out there so we can, blow, kind of come up. And so I never want to offend you guys at all. I love each and every one of you guys. I even love my enemies. I really do. I'm not, you know, but I did want you guys' opinions on it because tomorrow is gonna be a one that is not gonna be like this, child. Hey Angie, how you doing? Is how you look at the story. Okay. Tomorrow is gonna be a sad one. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. Yeah, I just don't like to offend people. I guess it's just me being who I am. But I just wanted to give a disclaimer because I thought about it a lot today. I was like, man, I don't want to lose people because maybe this is too much or what I'm doing is too much. But either way it goes, sometimes these stories can be a bit much. Like tomorrow, guys, we're going to talk about Gabby Petito, by Brian and his cowardly ways. We're going to talk about Lori. I'm gonna give you guys an update on Lori Vallow's. Lori Vallow brother did y'all. Lori Vallow brother went on NBC Nightly News, child, and did an interview. If y'all didn't know. And Gabby Petito, what was in Brian Laundrie's notebook, child. See, they sneaking it in on us later on. Okay. Well, Reese said we need to see both, so it's cool. If y'all have any good, send it my way too. I be trying to look for some good, but child, I don't be seeing it. I be like, Lord, ain't nothing good. Now the little girl that did that got all those scholarships. Now that's a wonderful thing. Well, he did admit in his little notebook he strangled her to death. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. And tomorrow as well, guys, we're going to talk about the lady in Detroit that was dismembered and was in her body parts. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Put in a body in different, like her body parts was scattered all over her body. Like I forgot, like y'all, I didn't put everything. Like I'm steady finding more material, guys. I said I got to stay ahead of the game, so y'all, I can always have content. So, being Thursday, look forward to talking about the 3 officers that negligently killed an 8-year-old, and then about the 3 teenagers that was found in the house dead. Yeah, we got to talk about that too. So yeah, I got some content coming y'all way, man. Be ready. Be diligent, be ready, cause honey, I'm doing this till Friday. Saturday I might take a break Sunday. But I'm really working behind the scenes. You know, Miss Sheila, she send me stuff still. Miss Laverne, just a lot of y'all see me different stuff, but I really be doing a lot of work behind the scenes, working, trying to give you guys content. But yeah, 3 officers are being charged for an 8-year-old little girl death. And we got to talk about that. And it's more, and this crazy lady at Walmart. I'm gonna have to do another trailer. I'll probably bring y'all a trailer Wednesday of more content to come. It's a crazy lady at Walmart trying to buy a baby for $500,000. So, if y'all have any more news and stuff like that, okay. Also, you okay? Bet. Child, I don't know where these crazy people come from, but child, all I got to say is like, y'all, we got to be careful. We got to be diligent. Like, honey, tomorrow. That's who I follow, child. I be following CNBC, CNN, baby, Texas. The people in Texas, what's this news station in Texas? They always got something. Court TV, yep. Shout out to King Chris where to put me on Court TV. But I really be like, I guess that's why I look so tired. Like I'm trying to I have a personal life, then I have YouTube life, and then I got work life. Then I got my kids life. So I got to do all this and been up since 5. What time we got up? I think I got up at 5:05 this morning. And me and Reese Cup, we worked out. Reese Cup, we're doing it in the morning, girl. And work for 8 hours, help kids with homework, and still try to have a personal life. And then when I lay down and go to sleep, child, I may not go to bed till about 11:30 because I be wanting just have some little personal time, you know. So y'all is a trip, man. Talking about Court TV. I be trying, child. I be trying. Oh yeah, guys, jury deliberation. We're gonna keep an eye on the 3 men that is opening statements is coming up or started today with the 3 men that is being part of the George Floyd's death that's been charged for George Floyd's death. There is jury deliberations on today. So started today. So we're gonna be that's an upcoming thing. Y'all already know. Once jury watch come, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna try my best to watch the trial. I know you do. and so y'all look forward to all that, guys. I'm like, I got so much that I got saved, YouTube videos I got saved. So y'all look forward to that. Even y'all, like, I can't believe with the 3 children that killed themselves, like the brother actually killed the brother and the girl. It's like 3 teenagers was found in a home dead. And the brother killed, like, it's crazy. It's crazy about the 3 teenagers in Texas that was found dead. We're gonna talk about that. And it's some more stuff coming out, guys. It's so much. It's so much. And then did y'all hear about look, y'all hear about the black girl that was in New York that had went on a date, child, and came up missing. You know, on these dating website. Woo, child. Yes, and it's so hard. Like, y'all, I used to struggle. In my mind, I used to struggle. I'm like, what I'm gonna talk about? I don't want to be boring and stuff like that. But child, I'm like this, man. Um, whatever it is we're gonna talk about, we're gonna talk about it. If it be boring or not, we'll make it good. Um, we will definitely make it good. Yep. They do, child. I call my child. That's over with though. I just wish they'll stop calling me because they ain't. You're blocked. Anyway, child. I think that it has gotten to the point where people are just so desperate love for love and attention that they'll try anything. But we have to get to the point. He is white. They had his picture. Let me, Trisha. I done saved it in my phone, child. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you the article that I got in my phone, Trisha. He is white. If he and I don't know why they're covering it up because he is white, child, and I saved it. I got to find it, and I'll send you the article because it's crazy. It is crazy, guys. Um, y'all, I don't know what's up with the people, but y'all people better get it together. Um, let me see. Texas woman, Tennessee deputy found. Um, yeah, I got to find it. Hey, Roxanne, how are you? It all over Facebook. I didn't know there was a dating type name, whatever it was named, Bosch or whatever it was called. Bush. What? For a smoothie child. Oh my God. Let me see. Let's see. Oh my God. 6 people found dead. Let me say that. Jesus. 6 people found dead in a Milwaukee home, y'all. Oh yeah, this is who it is. Hold on, y'all. This is who it is. Because Cardi B is the man's justice for this lady. Yep. Trisha, let me see you this girl. I'm gonna send this to you. Girl, you gonna Trisha, check it out. What? So cute. What happened to Keto Girl? Jesus. What happened, Trisha? Wow. What cancer she had? I remember her. Wow. I remember her. I used to go there to her channel. Okay. Wow. She even my friend on IG. Wow. Me either. Okay. Wow. This is sad. I don't even know what to say no more. Okay, y'all. So, and I'm supposed to be having a I may have to reschedule that with her. Exactly. Jesus. These people are a whole trip. People is ridiculous. Um um anyway, y'all, this done made me sad. I got to go watch it. Oh my god. Okay guys, so I'm about to get out of here. Patricia, I'm gonna watch that, man. That's sad. Um Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end this live now, guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out, and I'm gone for the night.